Hi guys, thank you for joining me for this week's reading. I'm using this particular tarot deck and let's see what messages are coming through for the collective. I'm just going to burn some sage to clear the energy. All right, and let's get right into the reading. Let's see what messages are coming through. As always, these are general readings, so take the parts that do resonate and let the rest go. All right, what needs to come through? I feel like someone's tired of being tired. I don't know why I'm getting that. Tired of being tired. I feel like someone's frustrated with certain people and you are coming to the conclusion that they are who they are and you just have to accept it. That's also what I'm getting. Okay, so let's see. And you're learning not to sweat the small stuff. That's also what I'm getting, okay? More acceptance and just acceptance of what is and acceptance of how things are with certain people and not wasting your time. That's also what I'm getting. Okay, so let me just, because these cards are, okay. All right, so we start with the Two of Wands, okay? And I'm really drawn to all these beautiful colors, the green, the yellows, and the purple. Okay, let me tune into this. I feel this is like an energetic portal, excuse me, that you have opened up for yourself, okay? It's an energetic portal. I feel like you have been healing yourself, you have been releasing certain things, and if you notice closely, there's a gate here and there is a tree, okay? The tree is very significant. So you are now wanting to enter into a phase of more stability and more groundedness. I feel this is the inner work that you have done on yourself. I feel that's the energy that I'm picking with this. This is the work that you have done on yourself. You are clearing, and these are all the chakra colors is what I'm feeling like. This is the purple is the crown chakra, also your third eye, your solar plexus chakra, and your heart chakra. Sorry for all the smoke that's coming from the sage, but I like the smell of sage. It's nice and clearing. So anyways, so this is like, you know, this portal that you have created, this opportunity that you have created for yourself by working on yourself, by releasing things and releasing any kind of blockages that may have held you back in the past. As you're healing your heart chakra, you're also strengthening your solar plexus, your personal power, and this is helping you awaken, and this is helping you open up in a higher way of thinking, okay? Now then we have the Temperance, very much on the same lines. Like you have been healing yourself, you have been working on yourself. Some of you are also kind of you know, achieving some kind of self-mastery, because in this card it's like this angel has in one cup she has fire, one cup she has water, and she's balancing the two. So you're like an alchemist. You're healing yourself. You're not only releasing yourself, you're also creating something that is going to bring you blessings, happiness, and you know, new opportunities. I love these two cards together. I really am getting a very good feeling. And for the most of you, I feel this is the work that you're doing internally. You may not even, you may not be sure like, how is this gonna pan out, or how are things gonna work out for me? Maybe you're not seeing the results in the physical, but emotionally, mentally, you may be feeling stronger, you may be feeling clearer, you may be clearing out a lot of, I don't know why I'm getting past life karma also, okay? So for some, take it as this resonates, because I feel a lot of karmic stuff that maybe your family lineage, or maybe you were not able to complete in those lifetimes. It's like you're clearing that now, because right next to this we have the 10 of Cups, means complete emotional fulfillment, okay? For some, there is this happy family life, this stability, this happiness. For others, this is a feeling, because you see, I always believe that you may be surrounded by 10 people, 20 people, you may have a lot of people around you and yet feel very lonely inside. Or you can have just one person and feel, be on cloud 9, or you're just by yourself and still on cloud 9. And that's a beautiful feeling when you have learned self-mastery. And when I talk about self-mastery, what I'm saying is no matter what the external circumstances are, you have found your balance. You are you have that faith that no matter how things show up in the physical, I know everything is working out for my highest and best. I know everything's gonna turn out good. I have this faith, and this faith is so strong that it leads you automatically towards the 10 of Cups, okay? Now, I feel this is what I'm picking from these first 3 cards is really working on your emotional development and working on yourself, healing the past, releasing things that don't serve you, finding that happiness within yourself. Some of you have this wish of this 10 of Cups, this family life, this this perfect person. Maybe that's in what's been in your mind, but right next to it we have the Page of Wands, and maybe you had this picture in your mind always, but you keep attracting the Page of Wands. The pages are very immature, they're not stable in any way. There's a lot of instability, there's a lot of in and out energy, very fickle energy is what I feel with this. So for some this is about love, okay? And this is what you've always wanted, the happiness, that contentment, that right person, but you keep attracting these pages. And I'm also seeing the 8 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So you have left a lot of these situations, but for the majority, I feel like this has to do with relationships in general and not just one person. I feel like this is relationships where you are not like you have learned there is an emotional maturity, or there is some kind of growth that you have, like a growth spurt that you have experienced, okay, like some kind of transformation. And with these 2 cards together, I feel like it took quite some time, okay, for this angel to alchemize these 2 energies. It's difficult, it's not, but you are almost metamorphing. It's like you are now birthing into a new version of yourself, where you are releasing and you are healing, and you've been working on yourself to achieve this 10 of Cups, which is emotional fulfillment, ultimate emotional fulfillment, okay? Now, I want to pull some more cards because we have this Page of Wands. For some, this has to do with a child. You have a child that you are very concerned about, or there is a child who's very brilliant is also what I'm picking. But let's see what else. I want a clarification of these cards, okay? I'm just taking the cards that are flipping. Is there anything else? One more is what I feel. One more. Okay. Interesting. So we have the Hanged Man, the King of Coins, the Emperor, and the Page of Cups. Okay. Now, the Hanged Man showing up for the clarification. I feel like, situations that left you hanging, people that left you hanging, or even confused, or where do I stand with these people, with these, these in and out kind of flighty, where do I stand, what is this relationship, or where do I stand in this like you are now moving towards stability again, with the King of Pentacles showing up here. Okay, some of you are too focused on your money, some of you are building your empires or working on your business or creating the stability. For some, there is an earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person who is the stable, grounded person in your life. And okay, and you are finding a new direction for yourself is also what I'm getting. Some of you had some kind of a spiritual awakening or some kind of an epiphany where you are looking at life from a different vision than how you saw things before. Let me just tap into this a bit more. What is this? Some of you really struggled with male figures. Okay, that's also what I'm getting. Like growing up, maybe you came across certain type of you know, male figures or authority figures, and you know, maybe they even made you feel small in some way. Maybe they made you feel insignificant, and you had to learn. With the King of Pentacles, it's like, you know, learning self-worth, learning self-value, and also not attracting like if you were as a child, you know, you always struggled to be loved. Okay, you wanted to be loved and your parents could not show you love or could not give you love the same way. You may have got into connections that also made you feel insignificant. Okay, because the world is a mirror, and sometimes when we have these internal issues, we may get into connections because they're just bringing out certain stuff that was not dealt with initially with a parental figure or with a caregiver. So a lot of times you can get into abusive relationships or abusive situations where they will undervalue you, so that you learn from that and you will realize that maybe you grew up in a toxic family system where you were not heard or you were not seen, and you're just playing out those parts. However, with these cards, I feel something has shifted in you. So I want to make this very clear. It's not about the other people in our lives, and as much as we want to finger point at them and as much we want to blame anyone outside of us, this is about taking ownership of your own shit, basically. Okay, taking ownership of your own part in the role that you're playing and how these people have influenced you. I really feel like there has been some kind of growth, some kind of awakening, some kind of soul learning that you have gone through. And you know, if I look at it in this sense, from a page, you have almost you know, you have grown into a king, and we have the Emperor. Okay, for some, yes, this has to do with the father figure or with a connection. Okay, but for the majority, I feel this is your growth, your expansion, your learning. Okay, I'm also drawn to the wolf here, the wolf and the stag. Okay, so there may be some significance for you with the wolf and the stag. Whenever I see the stag, I'll always get, my immediate reaction is leadership. Okay, you're stepping into leadership, and with the wolf, you're following your intuition and you're making moves based on your intuition. Some of you have this hunger for more growth or hunger to expand or something like that. Yes, and with the Emperor, it's like you are calling the shots. You are calling the shots. You are starting to pay attention to your own needs. You are starting to pay attention to what makes you truly happy, and you are seeking that. No matter how small that step is, you are definitely taking those steps to kind of find your own fulfillment. And we have the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so this is like some of you are actually stepping into some form of leadership, clearly. And some of you are getting this spiritual awakening, or I don't know, some kind of downloads, or some kind of, there's something different going on here, okay? It's going to be different for everyone. Some of you have new guides. You're connecting with the new guide, and you are being directed on a completely different journey. Okay, this is going to be for very few, but I feel like if your parents compared you to a sibling, I don't know why I'm getting this, or your parents, you know, if you had a sibling who was close in age with you, and your parents always made you feel like that's a better child, or that's a smarter child, or something like that. I don't know why I'm getting that. I feel like you are, if you are in that situation, I feel you're healing from that. You're like, no, I'm good on my own. I realize my own worth, and I realize how far I've come. Or if you grew up in a family unit that always compared you maybe to other children, or I don't know why I'm getting this, but I hope this makes sense to someone, because I'm getting it that you always felt compared, or one parent compared your grades to another kid or something like that, and now you are realizing that, like, I'm good on my own and I know my worth. There's a lot of work on self-worth. There's a lot of work on understanding your own value and where you stand in this world. There is a complete change in focus from what was to what is. I feel like for some of you, you've completely changed from, you know, from the home where you grew up, and the values and the programming that was fed into you, and now the way you think and the way you operate is completely different. I mean, with the Emperor and the Hierophant and the King of Coins, like, you have mastered, okay? This is like self-mastery, and you are on this path of leadership in whatever role you're playing. It's like, it's a complete different ball game is what I'm seeing. Complete different ball game. But you know, even if you're focused on money, you are not leaving your emotional happiness behind. It's very much hand in hand, just like this angel alchemizing, you know, the fire and the water. It's like, yes, I need to be focused on my goals and everything that I want to achieve, but at the same time, I'm not gonna put my emotional needs last. I'm not gonna be depriving myself. I'm not gonna be you know, starving myself in any way. I am gonna focus on what makes me happy, what fills my cup. And you know, if you look at this Page of Cups, he's got this cup here, but then there are all these beautiful fish around him. It's like, when you are giving yourself this emotional fulfillment and happiness, you are automatically attracting your tribe, you are attracting money, you are attracting all the blessings, because now you are seeing your own worth in your own eyes. You are seeing that how precious you are, and this is attracting more opportunities to you. Maybe in the past you had to work through on that, but now I see that there is this shift in perspective. You're stepping into leadership. You are also spiritually growing and awakening. I love this energy, guys. It's fantastic. I hope that this reading is resonating with you, but that's what I'm feeling. I feel like you are growing, and you may have outgrown certain people, certain situations, certain people that you used to hang out in the past. You may have outgrown, because the way you are thinking and the way you are operating, and you are not allowing anyone to make you feel less than. It's like, I don't know, I'm getting this boss babe energy with this. It's like, I know what I want, and I'm clear about that, and there's a lot of shift in focus, and it is for the better. I'm so loving this. I just want to cut this deck. Whoa, I don't know why I felt like cutting the deck. That's what I heard from Spirit, and this is what came through. World card. Wow, total completion. And I never saw it like this, but actually when I holding like this, I'm seeing this as an eye. I hope you guys can see this too. It's like an eye. Your third eye is popping, okay? And you are so intuitive now. You've completed such major cycles, and you are completely on a next level. Like, wow, I love this. And Spirit is like, we have the Hierophant year. I'll show you the cards. We have the Hierophant year, we have the World year, we have Temperance and Emperor. I mean, beautiful energies. And especially if you are these signs, okay? If you are a Taurus, if you are a Scorpio, if you are a Leo, and I don't know which one's the fourth one. Leo, Taurus, yeah, and Aquarius, okay? But you can be any sign, doesn't have to be, maybe sometimes our sun, moon, rising signs also matter, but I had to specify because these are the signs that are on the world card. But I feel that your intuition is spot on, and you are totally on a next level. And some of you who are watching are meant to be leaders, are meant to kind of create your own path, and you have outgrown so many patterns that may have kept you stuck in the past, but you are not in that energy anymore. I'm seeing so many blessings come to you. I don't know why I'm getting, some of you may actually see fish in your dreams, or fishes may be significant, but I feel you're totally up leveling yourself in amazing ways. I feel like your auric field is also expanding. Your aura may have gold, there may be gold color in your aura, which is very unique and very spiritually aligned. But I am loving this. Like, Spirit wants you to know, okay, one more thing I'm getting is, if you are watching this reading and you're thinking, oh, but nothing's happened physically, nothing's changed for me, you are on that path, okay? You are on that path, and every time, first we need an internal shift. An internal shift what leads to physical manifestation of whatever you're working on. It's always an internal shift, and it takes its own time to manifest in the physical, but it will, because you have been on this path, because you have been so persistent is what I'm getting, okay? Because you never gave up on your dreams. You've been so persistent. You've been healing yourself, you've been working on yourself, and you are up leveling. So kudos to you, and I wish you the best. And this is beautiful energies. I am so happy for you, and thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you soon.